Hello grade 7s, welcome to our IS YouTube channel. Again, this is a video just giving you the details about the project so you can come back to it and be reminded and see what Mr. Chris is thinking so that you can do a good job on your project. This is the map project document. You'll find this in ManageBack or in Teams, but ManageBack is the best place. It is called the Home-Based Learning Map Project because it's different than what I thought it was originally going to be. If we were in person, we'd probably make 3 maps, a political, a physical, and a thematical, but I've decided to eliminate the thematical map or the political map to give you more time on these other two. This is the project. So I have a little star there, you can see that, right? On these 2 maps, you must include all 5 elements of a map and use them correctly. So that means, yes, you have to use the scale correctly as well. So, with that said, it covers both maps. You must use them. Map number 1 is going to be very simple. We've done this actually a couple of times now already, so just show me what you can do. Map number 1 is a physical map of a room in your house. However, you have to choose a room that you have not made a map of already. So I have your samples, right? If you made one of your living room and your dining room, you can't use those 2. You can use your bedroom, bathroom, I guess. Whatever room you want. You can do a whole floor of your house. It's up to you. You'll have about 2.5 weeks to work on both these maps, so make sure it's something you can do. It'll be lots of fun. You get to measure your house up. For this map, you need to include everything that's touching the ground. So if the chair is touching the ground, it needs to be in there. If it's a picture frame on the wall, it's not touching the ground. You don't have to include your picture frame or those things. But whatever's touching the ground should be put onto your physical map. Also with your physical map, I want you to include 2 pictures of the room that you made your physical map of. So if you're making it of your bedroom, if you're making it of your, I don't know, your game room or something like that, take a picture of that from 2 different angles and include that in there so I can see what the real thing is supposed to look like and see what yours, how well yours relates to that. I always tell people when you're making a physical map, imagine you're taking a picture from the ceiling and you're recreating it on your piece of paper, all to scale, all with the legend and everything like that. So think about that. 2 pictures, get that physical map finished. The second map of our map project, Home-Based Learning, is your thematical map. This thematical map, you can choose to either do it on a world map, I guess I gotta put my thumb here, a world map or a map of Indonesia. That means whatever your theme is has to be represented through either the map of the world or the map of Indonesia. The population, the people you'll be collecting your data from, doing your survey to, will be SPH students. That way you can use your school email, you can use Teams, all those kinds of things. I can help you. I can get my classes to do the survey for you. But the theme of the map, what you're going to survey, the questions you're going to ask, that is totally up to you. You get to decide that. Each map has to have a purpose. Okay, why do you want to? What do you want your readers or your users to come away with? What information are you trying to give them? So you got to be thinking about that. You have to include all 5 of the elements in it. You have to finish your proposal. Okay, you can see this right here. What this is this is the process for me checking off you have a good idea, now go with it. It won't take you very long unless you put it off for a while. But this process is the proposal, and it is a requirement. But you have to, in this, you have to tell me what is the purpose of your map. Your map's purpose is to show people the favorite foods of students at SPH Sentul, or the favorite video game or whatever. I don't know. You get to decide. Or the favorite island in Indonesia to visit. Those kinds of things. That's your theme. Now the question, I think that's the next one, yes. What question will you ask in order to gain the data needed to make this map? So this is where you'll have your actual question that you'll put in your survey, right? And then you'll say, what is your favorite island to visit in Indonesia? Okay, and then you give them options. And you maybe have 4 or 5 options, and then other. Okay, and then you hit them with it, or you put it in there. I approve of that question, that purpose, and then you can use it. You also have to tell me how you're going to collect the data. Some people send the survey out through email, right, and they use a form or something like that, and then it all comes up on an Excel. Some people do it through paper copy, right? You email each person, you make a mark or a box. Is it paper? Is it online? What is it? How are you going to do it? How you're not going to lose it? That's the important thing. And then you'll have to specify in your proposal if it's going to be a map of Indonesia or a map of the world, and then why do you think that's the best way to represent this information. That's the proposal. Once you have your proposal approved, that takes me maybe 20 seconds to read it, send it back to you, yes or no, feedback, get started. Now, those are the two things. What I want you to see is this steps to follow. Okay? Steps to follow is a simple way for you to stay on track, doing one thing at a time to eventually reach your goal. Steps to follow: create a physical map of a room in your house, check to make sure it has all of it, submit it. That's going to be the one that probably goes the fastest for you because you're so good at it. Number 2 is complete the proposal for the thematical map up there. Number 3, you're going to collect your data. You send out your questions, okay? Once you have your data collected, then you create your map. Maybe you're waiting for a bunch of emails to come back. Then you can move to number 4 while you're still waiting for your data to be collected. Once you're done that, submit photos. The photos from your first one, especially your thematical maps and your thematical map, or physical map and your thematical map, but also the photos of the room that you did. Your works cited, where did you get your map that you traced, or the information, photos of map, and then the data collection. So give me, it's a picture or it's a document where you actually kept the numbers, the stuff that made your map, a thematical map. If you have any questions, you can ask me in person. If you have any desire to, you can always hit like and subscribe. Underneath this document is our task-specific clarification. If you want us to know how you're going to get a score, a 7 or 8 in the criteria B, we're going to go over this in class, but it's also a good reminder that it's at the bottom of this document and it can be accessed by you at any time. As always, have a wonderful day. I hope to see you in class soon.